Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the electric field due to two sheets of charges, plain sheets of charges. They are arranged parallel to each other. So that is the next application of Gauss's theorem. So last class we have seen electric field due to a thin sheet of charge. So if you are having thin sheet of charge having sigma greater than 0, then electric field at the point P is governed by E equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0. And in vector form, E vector is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0 r cap. So it is a unit vector directed normal to the sheet radially out, perpendicular and out. The magnitude of electric field is independent of the distance. So whether we take the point P here or some other point here Q, the electric field is same. Direction is normal to the sheet and outward. If I consider some other points on the left side, suppose I am taking a point here A on left and B also on left side. Electric field values at this point also it will be E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0. And the direction is normal to the sheet and away from it. So it is like this. Direction is like this. So you take the points on right or left. The magnitude is sigma by 2 epsilon 0. If it is right side, sigma greater than 0, direction is toward right. And here on the left side, direction toward left side. This is for sigma greater than 0. That means the sheet is having positive surface charge density. If it is sigma less than 0, then it will be perpendicular directed toward the sheet. Okay, that is the point. So we have to just extend this application. Instead of one, suppose we are using two sheets. Then find out electric field in the different region. Okay, that is the next point. So electric field due to two thin sheets arranged parallel. First sheet is here. For discussion, we take it as sigma 1 greater than 0. We are giving positive. The planes are perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Sheet number 1. Second sheet is having surface charge density sigma 2, that is also greater than 0. Plus, and this is second sheet. So at any point on right and left, the field produced by the first one is E1 is equal to sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0. Its value remains same on right or left anywhere. And field produced by second one, and you can write field produced by the second one, that is E2 is equal to sigma 2 divided by 2 epsilon 0. So its value also remains same on right side and left side. So first one produces its field, second one also produces its field. So these two sheets of charges separate the entire region into three parts. First part is extreme left to both. This is region number 1. And second region, it is in between the two. And third region is extreme right to both. So we'll see three regions. And we have to find out electric field in the first region, second region and third region. This can be calculated by using superposition principle. Okay, we see the directions of E1 vector and E2 vector in this region. Electric field E1 vector plus charge, so it will be directed toward left side, E1 vector. And to the right, it will be going toward right side like this. So this is the direction of E1 vector in all the three regions I marked here. Region 1 is to the left of that, perpendicular and out. And second and third region to the right of the first sheet, so electric field is directed toward right side, normal to the sheet. Now you have to mark the directions of E2. Second sheet, take the second sheet here. Second sheet, electric fields, region 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 2 region, these two regions are left to the second one. So it will be directed outward and it will be like this. So this is this is E2 vector, this also E2 vector, directions of E2 vector in region 1 and 2. And third region is to the right of that, so electric field in the third region by the second one E2 is like this. So we mark the directions of E1 vector and E2 vector in both regions. First one is producing its electric field sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0. Second one is producing its electric field E2 is equal to sigma 2 by 2 epsilon 0. Directions in the different regions we are seeing. So what is the electric field in the first region? Net electric field in the first region, second region and third region. So region number 1. In the region number 1, net electric field in the region number 1 is obtained by the vector addition of first and second. We use this by superposition principle. We look at the directions of E1 and E2. So we say that E1 vector and E2 vector are in the same direction. They are in the same direction. Which direction they are acting here? They are acting towards left side. So you can add them. So E in the first region is obtained by adding 1 and 2. That is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 epsilon 0. So that is E in the first region is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon 0 can be taken outside sigma 1 plus sigma 2. This will be the value, and which direction it will be? They are acting towards left side. So E1 in this region is acting towards left side. So this is your first electric field in the first region. Okay. Equation number 1 we are marking. This is equation number 1. Electric field in the extreme left region is 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 plus sigma 2. Okay, now we are going for electric field in the second region. Look at the second region. Second region is E1 and E2 are opposite. So in the same page I am writing here. So some points are removing here. So equation number 1 you have to remember. And electric field in the second region. Electric field in the second region is given by second region E1 and E2. Again electric field in the second region is a vector which is again obtained by superposition principle by SPP. But here you can write that E1 vector and E2 vector are opposite, so we take the difference. And imagine that E1 is greater than E2 if it is given the E1. So E in the second region, they are opposite vectors, so you have to subtract E1 minus E2 provided E1 is greater. So this is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0 minus sigma 2 divided by 2 epsilon 0. 1 by 2 epsilon 0 can be taken outside, sigma 1 minus sigma 2. So electric field in the second region is given by 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 minus sigma 2. This is equation number 2. So this is the next equation you have to learn. Electric field in the second region is given by this. And what direction it will be? Here we are taken as E1 is greater. So it will be in the direction of greater vector. So you can mark it as toward right side because E1 is taken as greater. So toward right side mark kar sakta hai. That depending upon the value which one is greater. Now look at the third case. Here E1 and E2 in the third region, E1 and E2 are in the same direction. So add it. So extreme right. The value I am writing here. Electric field in the third region. Electric field in the third region is the vector addition of 1 and 2. But 1 and 2, E1 vector and E2 vector are in the same direction. Same direction. Which direction they are acting? Toward right side in the third region. So they are adding. So we have to add them. So E in the third region we are adding these two values, sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 epsilon 0. 1 by 2 epsilon 0 is common, sigma 1 plus sigma 2. So this is E in the third region and this is equation number 3. And which direction it is? Toward right side. In the third region, electric field is toward right, as per the diagram. So we have recognized electric field in the first, second and third region. So you can see the arrangement. So here this is your page. First region electric field we calculated. Second region electric field is calculated. Third region also electric field is calculated. So electric field in the first and third region, they are equal in magnitude because they are added. One is toward right. So here it is toward right side net electric field. Here it is toward left side. And in between it is given by 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 minus sigma 2, given by equation number 2 here. Now we are to consider a special case where the electric field in the region 1 and 3 becomes 0 and electric field exists only in between the two sheets. So what will be that condition? So we are getting a special condition. So what will be the special condition? We are going to write. Special case. Special case means let sigma 1 equal to plus sigma. First sheet is having plus sigma charge and sigma 2 is equal to minus sigma. Means you have first sheet is having plus sigma charge, next one is having minus sigma charge. So in short you can write as sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2 in magnitude but opposite in sign. So you can write in this way also. So we have the two sheets now as a special case, a very important case, and first one and second one. First one is having positive charge, second one is having negative, plus sigma and minus sigma. And what will happening now? Electric field in the first region, electric field in the second region and electric field in the third region. Okay. So we apply the equation electric field in the first region and second region, third region. Coming back to the next page, we'll go. Electric field in the first region is given by electric field in the first region is 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 plus sigma 2. So 1 by 2 epsilon sigma 1 is sigma and sigma 2 is minus sigma. So this electric field in the first region becomes 0. Next is electric field in the second region 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 minus sigma 2. This is 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 is sigma, sigma 2 is minus sigma. So this is 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma plus sigma, that is 2 sigma, 2 cancel. So we are getting the value sigma by epsilon 0. It is very important one. Electric field in the second region is this. Electric field in the first region is becoming 0. And last one, electric field in the third region. Electric field in the third region is same 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 plus sigma 2. That is 1 by 2 epsilon 0 sigma 1 is plus sigma, sigma 2 is minus sigma, so value is coming as 0. So E3 is also equal to 0 in this case. So electric field E1 extreme left becomes 0 and in between electric field is sigma by epsilon 0, it is there, and E in the third region it is becoming 0. This is the special case which is very important one. You can see the case here. So in this diagram, when you have plus sigma and minus sigma, electric field in the first region is equal to 0, electric field in the third region is equal to 0, and electric field in between is sigma by epsilon 0. It is independent of distance, and this is the uniform electric field which is existing in between the plates directed from positive to negative plate. This is the practical way of making uniform electric field. If you have two sheets of charges, one is connected to positive potential and another is connected to negative potential, extreme left and right, you have electric field 0 and electric field exists only in between the plates, and that is sigma by epsilon 0, and sigma by epsilon 0 is a constant value, is a constant, and it is an example of uniform electric field. Uniform electric field. How will you design or produce uniform electric field? This is the method, and this is a very, very important one. Okay. Now some other points I am going to explain regarding the Gauss's theorem, application number, some other NCERT numerical, we will see that. Is NCERT numerical, it is given like this. A cylinder is placed in a uniform electric field which is along x-axis, and the axis of cylinder is in the direction of electric field. So this is the axis of cylinder, and uniform electric field is existing here in this region. So this is the uniform electric field. Uniform electric field is here. So uniform electric field is represented by E vector. It is parallel to the axis of cylinder. What do you have to find out? Find total flux. Find total flux through the cylinder. Find the total flux through the cylinder and charge inside, if any, and charge inside, if any. So this is the way you have to find out. They have to use Gauss's theorem for calculating this. So I repeat the question. A cylinder is placed in a uniform electric field which is along x-axis. The axis of the cylinder is in the direction of the electric field. Find total flux through the cylinder and find the charge inside. So cylinder, there are three phases. So first point, you have to find out electric flux. What is the equation for electric flux? So this surface you can take it as a Gaussian surface. So what is the equation electric flux? Electric flux, total electric flux phi is equal to closed integral E dot ds. So we have three phases: first end phase, second end phase, and other third curved surface. Three phases are there. So you have to find out the flux through all these phases. This is the first end phase plus second closed integral E dot ds. This is over the second end phase plus closed integral E dot ds over the third surface, which is a curved surface. So to find out the values of the E dot ds evaluation, you should know the direction of E vector and ds vector on all the three phases. So okay, we will find out what are the first phase, second phase, third phase. So you have to mark E vector direction and ds vector direction there. So we'll see what are the directions in this case. Okay, I am taking the first end phase. First end phase electric field is here. Where is the ds vector? Outward drawn normal, ds vector. So on the first end phase, E vector and ds vector are in the same direction. So here we will write E vector parallel to ds vector theta 0 degree. Come to the second end phase. Electric field is still along x-axis. It is the direction of E vector. But when you take the area vector, it is out along the outward drawn normal. So they are anti-parallel, opposite. E vector opposite to ds vector, so theta equal to 180 degree there. On curved surface, we can take a small area and ds vector will be like this and electric field will be along positive x-axis, so the angle between them is 90 degree. So on curved surface, E vector is perpendicular to ds vector theta 90 degree. So what is the total flux coming in this? So total flux phi is equal to, closed integral E dot ds theta 0 degree, it will be equal to closed integral E ds cos 0 1. Next one, it is a E ds cos 180, cos 180 is minus 1, so E dot ds minus closed integral E ds, and theta 90 degree, no flux to the curved surface. E is a constant field, can be taken outside, and total, this is the total surface area of the end faces, that is we are taking ds itself. So E ds minus E ds flux is equal to 0. So you can see the total flux through this cylinder that is kept in the uniform electric field is equal to 0. There is no net flux. If there is no net flux, you can calculate what is the charge, if any. So can be you by Gauss's theorem. You can recall Gauss's theorem now. So next point will be you have to find out the charge. By Gauss's theorem, flux is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into q inside the surface. But flux is equal to 0. So 1 by epsilon 0 q inside is equal to 0, which means that q inside is equal to 0. There is no charge inside. It is simply a cylinder is placed there and there is no charge inside. So it is an important step. There are three here in this numerical. You can see a cylinder is placed in the uniform electric field. In the next numerical we see something different. That may not be uniform electric field. Its value increases with the distance. So a similar numerical we will do tomorrow. So this is the case, and here total flux is equal to 0. If there is no total flux, charge inside the Gaussian surface is also equal to 0. Okay, next one I am giving a numerical from that means CBSE board question. Suppose you are given two sheets. It's about 2015 board question. You are given two sheets. Two sheets are given to you. One is having plus sigma, another is having minus 2 sigma. What are the electric field values in between and in a region which is outside and near to, which is outside and near to the first one? This is sheet number 1, this is sheet number 2. One is having plus, another is having minus 2 sigma. So we have to find out what is the electric field in between, especially mentioned, and outside. That is in the extreme left side it is marked, that is outside and near to the first region means. So this is the region number 1. So region number 1 is here. This is the region number 1 and region number 2. Region number 1 is extreme left and this is in between. How to find out the values? One is plus sigma and another is minus 2 sigma. Plus 1, electric field direction is perpendicular directed away. If it is a negative, perpendicular directed into it. So this is the way how to calculate. So we should write the magnitude first. First sheet produces magnitude E1 is equal to sigma. This is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0. Sigma 1 value is plus sigma, you can write. Only we write in magnitude. So E1 is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0. This is equation number 1. First sheet produces its electric field this value. And it is same at any point here in the first region, second region, third region, the value is same. What is the magnitude of electric field by the second one? Electric field due to the second one is given by sigma 2 divided by 2 epsilon 0. What is sigma 2 here? We write only magnitude. Of course, you see minus sign here. Minus sign we write for or mark for direction. So E2 is equal to 2 sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0. So 2 to cancel, E2 is equal to sigma by epsilon 0. So this is E2 magnitude and equation number 2. You check the electric field magnitude of 1 and 2. Which one is greater? Which one is greater? E1 is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon 0 and E2 is sigma by epsilon 0. You can see that the second one is greater. So E2 is greater than E1 in this case. So in this example, E2 is greater than E1. Okay, E2 is greater than E1. So from equation 1 and 2 we find that E2 is greater than E1. E2 value is greater. Now on extreme left and in between we want to find out the electric fields. So for that you have to mark the directions of electric field. So in this case, direction of electric field I am marking here. First sheet is of positive, so it is perpendicular directed away. So this is the direction of electric field in the first region by first E1 vector. And to the right it is like this. This is E1 vector. So region 1 is to the left of the sheet number 1. So electric field is toward left side, and second in between In between, that is second region, electric field is toward right side. So first sheet is completed. Now what about the second sheet? Second sheet is having negative surface charge density. Field is normal, but it is directed into the sheet. So from here it will be going to the sheet. So electric field E2 vector is in this direction. So we are not going for right side region. Right side region is not yet asked. So right side region is not asked. So in the first region, E1 and E2 directions are marked, and the mid region also we have marked the directions of E1 and E2. So total electric field in the first region can be calculated by superposition principle. Okay, superposition principle we are using. So E in the first region, which is outside and near to the first one, and look at the value E1 and E2, they are in opposite direction. So E1 in the first region is vector addition of E1 and E2, and you see that they are in opposite direction. E1 vector and E2 vector are in opposite direction. So magnitude will be in the first region is difference of these two. Which one is greater? We have seen that E2 is greater. E2 is greater than E1 we marked. E2 is greater than, so we write this as E2 minus E1. And what will be direction? It is in the direction of E2 vector, that is toward right side. So substitute the value. E in the first region, E2, that is sigma by epsilon 0, minus E1 sigma by 2 epsilon 0. This is 1 minus half, that is half. Sigma by 2 epsilon 0, and it is directed toward right side. Right side. So this part is completed. Now we are remaining with in the second region. Second region, you can look at E1 and E2 are in the same direction. So E1 and E2 are in the same direction, you have to add them. So that is the next point. Second region, electric field in the second region is obtained by, you have to add 1 and 2. But we say that 1 and 2 are in the same direction. Same direction. So add it. So in the second region, you have to add them, E1 plus E2, add. And what is the direction? It is directed toward right side. So in the second region is first electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon 0, and second one by sigma by epsilon 0, 1 and half, that is equal to 3 by 2 sigma by epsilon 0. This is the electric field in the second region, and it is directed toward right side. So this was a board question 2015. One more last 1 mark question from the board. With that we are finishing today's topic. Other points will continue next class. Again, board question of 1 mark. You are given 2 sheets, A and B. 2 sheets are given to you. One is having plus sigma, another is having minus sigma. What are the electric fields at the points P and Q, and if any, tell me the direction. What is the direction of the electric field? What are the electric fields at the points P and Q, and give the direction. So this is the arrangement. Just now we have seen one is plus sigma minus sigma, that means extreme left and right electric field is 0. So electric field at P is equal to 0. You can give the explanation. And what is the electric field at Q? Electric field at Q is equal to sigma by epsilon 0. We have seen that. So from positive to negative, we will be having the electric field here. So positive plate to negative plate, the electric field will be existing here. So at Q, electric field is directed here in the direction downward toward the plate B. So E at P is directed towards the point, the plate B. So this was the board question also. Thank you. Other point will continue in the next class.